What's going on, folks? Welcome to Salini HQ. This is what we call going over Saturdays. My name is El Tio, and I come through with two red trades, two green trades, and talk about what's going on with me. It's an open diary of my current journey. I'm not a guru, I'm not a teacher, I'm not trying to act like one. If there's any type of tickers that I present here that you traded and you feel that I've missed anything or something I could learn, I'm here to grow. So feel free to jump on the comments and tell me about it. The psychological thing that is this trading game that we're in, the market just don't care. The market just don't care. Me and my trading friend often like to say there's always turbulence, you still gotta land the plane. And that's what it is. I was telling you guys about my last obsession. My last obsession been entry. I've been all about the entry, you know what I mean, with all my trades, and it has helped me tremendously. I can see it in my journal. I can see it on the green trades compared to the red trade. And what I've been telling myself in my head is, all you doing is going back to your rules, man. Every time you go off, every time you veer away from your rules and what you're supposed to do, and you go down the rabbit hole of it's gonna happen. We know it's not 100%. We know this already. It's not 100%. Cool. But when you're just doing dumb shit, like when you're doing dumb shit, if you notice, you are not abiding by your rules. That's it. You're just not abiding by your rules because Mother Market does not care about what's going on. Nobody cares about the turbulence. You gotta land the plane. And it gets difficult, especially when you're building back. Because it's easier said than done, but it's harder when you're building back, when you're new, when you're trying, and when you have goals, when you have different pressures, or whatever the case may be. You have to find a way to get to a place where you understand that nothing matters. Nobody cares. The Mother Market does not care. It's a zero-sum game. Somebody's losing and somebody's winning. And the more you stick to the rules that you have, once you have a system, that is the edge. And it's like you know this, but you don't apply it. Like Art of War likes to say, Ellis Hobbs, like you have to apply the information. I've been in this game for a long time. I constantly keep making these mistakes, and I've found it that it's all the psychological part that I'm going through, the things I'm going through. Last year, what I've said publicly, a catastrophic loss that was crazy, and I'm building back. But it's not gonna be on my time. It's gonna be on me being well structured, me sticking to my rules, and that's it. So the obsession that I was talking to you guys before caused me to see it, to highlight that. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm looking at the journal and all I'm looking at as I'm having a better week, all of a sudden I'm having 2 green weeks back to back. All I'm seeing is I was following my rules. Every day I've been following my rules. I haven't veered out. Because I've been so upset about the push and pull, taking 5 steps forward and taking 10 steps back. And you just try to get better. You read your journal, you try to get better. And I started highlighting and being obsessed with my entry. Dove deep into entry, and I got into that. But in doing that, that's what came out of it. That awareness that, dude, all you have to do is follow your rules as best as possible. I know this is not 100%. This is not a 100% thing. All I'm trying to do is be at 60 to 65. Let's do it. And it's been working. Let's see how long it lasts. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Let's see how long it lasts. Now I'm gonna get into these trades and show you what I'm talking about. Wash, rinse, repeat. I'm just trying to build Sabalanca. Again, this is about process, not profits. I'm not a guru, I'm not a teacher, and I don't pretend to be. This is an open journal for anybody that might end up in this situation one day, come across this, and I can help you like many have helped me. Check this out. So as you know how we do, I bring up the tickers and I'm gonna give you so you could go check it in. So you know how we do. I'm gonna let you know the time that I got in and got out. I think it's always good to go to the charts and check that out when that happens. And we're gonna start with 2 red trades and then the 2 green trades. I'm telling you, man, go to your rules. Crml will be the first one. I got the chart right here, but the worst comes to worst, I'll go to it. There goes the chart. So this one was one that was basically, this was the news on this was Trump. The Trump administration was gonna get a stake in this company. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right. So I tried to get into the breakout right here. The entry was, hold on. Let me get to the entry. Gotta go to my journal. Give me a sec. So I went in at 4:05 a.m. at 13:35, and I got out at 14:35 at 4:13. When I'm up there in these type of numbers, these ranges, I usually risk $1 to $1.50. So I just got out because I expected this to go this way, and it flushed out. So I'm not mad at all at my exit. And again, I'm all about entry. So I don't like breakouts, but when it's at the high, whatever the high is of after hours where it started from, if I can catch a dip, I would have rather my entry be where my sell was. You know what I'm saying? Or if I would have waited longer, let's say hindsight 2020, I would have bought here and it would have failed. Would have been better for me. But the first initial breakout, when something starts in pre-market, I'm willing to take it. So that's why my buy is right there. My buy is right at the high after hours. I've done this various times, and I'm just rinsing and repeating what works. And that's how I trade in pre-market. And that was a red trade. The other red trade was, let me see, Acxp was one. Let me go into the journal, see the entries. I went in at 11:07 at 4:23 a.m. and I was out at 10:11, 4:26 a.m. And this is what I'm talking about entry. I like this entry right here. This entry was good to me because it's a consolidation area and there's proof in the chart. So I felt like it was holding, and I was willing to buy here so it can, go up this area right here of support. And I got out when I was supposed to right away. That was good. That was a good trade. And I shot this because the sector momentum that's been going on, biotech this week was going crazy, and it didn't work out. And I got out. I cut my losses when I was supposed to. Great. And let's go to two green trades. The green trade, I had this one that was off compliance news, Sgbx. Let me find it. I think we might have to go to the chart for this one. Sgbx. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go to the chart for this one. Sgbx, this thing was like, choppy as you can see. But it went all the way to the nines. This is what I'm talking about. Entry, entry, entry. So this white line, as you can see, is the top of after hours. That's what I pay attention to. The top of after hours and tops of pre-market. So this was the first initial top. This is the 5 minute. Let me show you on the 1 minute. I think it's more clear what I'm talking about. Let's go to pre-market on the 1 minute. Let's see if it gives it to me. Sometimes it don't. Yeah, it always does that, but it'll give it to me with the 5. So annoying. But basically, as you can see right here, this is the high of after hours, and this was the first initial high. That white line. All my lines are color coordinated with reason, like I've explained in the past. And the yellow lines is support, resistance, and these green lines I've added recently is to let me know where I'm at as far as my RR. So my first is always at least I'm at a 1-1 trade, which is 50%, and then right here is a 3-1. The second one, and then the third one would be a 5-1. But for some reason I only put these two. I can't remember, but I have my reasons why I only put the first two, so I can have that awareness. Now I got in. Love it. Love where I got in. I got in thinking I was anticipating the breakout of the after hour high. Thinking wiggle room, if anything, is going to be the support of the after hour high. I'm sorry. Pre-market high. This is the pre-market high. I'm anticipating the breakout of the pre-market high. Willing to risk this area of support, which is the after hour high. That's what these two white lines represent. Stay with me, because I know sometimes I'll be all over the place. So right here I'm at a 1-1, and I got shooken out. And the reason why I got shooken out and I didn't have patience and didn't wait, because my history with compliance plays, it's not good. More times than not, I get screwed. You know what I'm saying? So that being the catalyst, that and volume, I was on a little, you could say a little very heavy defense. Because I've seen them drop. I've seen them they've done me dirty in the past. So I got in at 587 at 4:37 a.m. and I got out at 6:48 at 4:57 a.m. 20-minute play, nice green trade, and it was successful. It came back, it held, as you can see, and look how far it went, man. It went right to my 978 tier. You already know how I felt, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We're always gonna leave money on the table. We know this, But I felt some type of way to miss this whole piece right here with that entry at the 5s, and it made it to the 9s. The other one was Xbio. Xbio was the best trade of the week. This was the best trade of the week, and I could have done way better. This is another one that also went much further. Oh my gosh. Matter of fact, let's do it here. We can do it here. We can do it on the chart, on the live chart, not on the picture. Why not? Xbio was a phenomenal trade, and it kept going way further than where I was. Come on. Here we go. I just moved that. I didn't mean to do that. Most likely it was at this support. Okay. So this, don't it look familiar? Wash, rinse, repeat. Don't it look familiar? And look how early I was there, and I missed that whole piece. And these are different scenarios. This one was sector momentum. Let me go and let you know where I entered at. Xbio was sector momentum. This was sector momentum. I went in at 9:50 at 9:41 a.m. and I got out at 12:40 at 5 a.m. So I got $3 to, you know what I'm saying, a little under $3 in that short amount of time. That was a 9-minute trade. I went, I put my lines in. I just been following my rules, guys. Wash, rinse, and repeat. As you can see, these charts look the same because I'm trading the same thing, what I look for. And I could have done way better on this. That 15-minute, I don't like the way it looks on the 15-minute. I need the 5-minute. This is why I was using the picture. It don't show the details. As a matter of fact, get out of here. Xbio is right here. Look at Xbio right here. It went all the way up here to the 14s, and my entry was in the 9s. And I have these boxes to, you know, to show what I could have done better. You know, I love the entry because the entry was after a hold that support, and as you can see this box right here, this is the initial high. I wish I could make this bigger, but give me a second. This is crazy how I can't get that. We're gonna have to work with this one, man. We're gonna have to work with this one. So I bought here. I bought anticipating this breakout right here, and it worked out. And I was just respecting my tiers. It was moving real fast. It was moving real choppy. So I was just having awareness of where I was at. I would have loved to buy here on this dip after these few minutes of consolidation, or on this dip. So now, like I said, my obsession of entry and following my rules brought to me a very successful past 2 weeks. And all I did was go back to my rules. As you can see, the charts look the same. The charts look familiar. My intentions and how I'm approaching them are familiar, because I'm just wash, rinse, repeat what works. And anytime we veer out, that's my point that I want to bring home today to you guys, is when we veer out, we're simply not following our rules. And if you follow your rules and you have a system that's giving you more, you know, you've already back tested, I have my system. Sabalenka is my system. I need not to be trading anything else. I need not to be caring about anybody else. I need to just be focused on following my rules, making sure that I'm aware of where I'm at in the chart, my obsession, the entries, and all these things that are good things, bringing them together. That's all I need to do, and I should come across that success. Also, like I mentioned a few weeks ago about your financial stop. Know your financial stop. Know what is the amount of money that you're willing to trade daily, risk daily, and stick to it. You add this sauce to that sauce, and you're gonna be cooking something, and that's what I've been doing. No matter what, I have my daily financial stop, and I'm following my rules. That's all I've been doing the past 2 weeks, and all of a sudden success is knocking at my door. And I'm talking about process, forget about the profit. Detach yourself from the money. Mother market doesn't care about what you're going through. There's gonna be turbulence in life. Life is gonna keep life, and you still gotta land the plane. And there's no room for it in the market. There's no room for it in the market, my people. There's no room for it. So I've been on some, you know, patience is my problem. How can I handle my patience? By understanding I gotta wait for what I need to see. I need to pay attention to my entries. I need to stick to my financial stop loss and trade my trades. Follow my rules. Wash, rinse, repeat. And that's what I'll be doing, and I hope that I helped you with anything. If there's anything you can teach me, these tickers, anything that I didn't know, please jump in the comments and let me know, and I'm here to grow like I told you guys. This is what I'm here for. I'm an open diary of my journey. I've been in this game for a long time. I've had success. I've lost money, made money, lost money, but I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of going 5 steps forward and 15 steps back. And I'm gonna be an open diary for anyone that's been through this, is going through this. Stick around. All you have to do is journal. If you're not journaling, you're wrong, because the only reason why I can see all these things is because I journal. And I go back, and the things that you see that you do the fucked up, that's what you gotta try to stop doing. And the things that you do good, try to do more of it. And you're gonna hear every trader say it. But like Art of War says, if we don't apply it, it just don't mean shit. Till the next one, I hope you're having a good weekend. Have a good one with you and yours and what matters. And may you have a green week coming. Who knows what's gonna happen in the market with everything that Trump has done, these new tariffs, and all this crap that's going on in our government shutdown. We'll see. Trade the market. Don't trade your emotions. Trade the market and follow your rules. Till the next one. El tío, coño.